I believe computer literacy should be increased. My name is Trevor Smith, and I've been lucky enough to be around and learn computers since I was in elementary school. I think computer literacy should be increased because computers are everywhere. It can help you in the workplace and in the classroom, and it helps with communication across the entire world. Now, everywhere you look, there's a computer, whether it's a laptop, a desktop, your cell phone, a gaming console. They're everywhere. Anywhere you look, there's a computer. Merriam-Webster defines a computer as a programmable, usually electronic device that can store, retrieve, and process data. Very broad, hence why computers are everywhere. The most obvious is the computer you use for work, this class. You're probably watching this on a computer right now. You also have a smartphone. The same thing that you use for Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. This thing is more powerful than the computers that took us to the moon in the 60s. In fact, I Googled it. It's 100,000 times more powerful. And this is just in your pocket. Use it every day. Take it for granted. You text people, Snapchat, whatever it is. That computer is more powerful than what took man to the moon. Now that we kind of know about how computers are and how they're everywhere, we can use them to help us in the workplace and in the classroom, depending on where you're at in life. So your knowledge of computers can help with school and get you ahead of some colleagues if you're in work. The article, Improving Your Computer Literacy, What You Need to Know, found on Indeed's website, talks about the importance of efficiency and productivity benefits by knowing computer literacy. Computer literacy helps enhance efficiency, workflow, and overall experience within the workplace. Employees can produce more in a shorter amount of time, freeing up resources to do more. So just knowing how to use a computer more efficiently lets you get done with the tasks you need to do faster, which from a company standpoint is great because now you have more time to do more tasks. In the present and for the future, though, knowing how to better use computers will help you get ahead of colleagues going for the same position, get the job that you might be looking for if you need to know a certain program, or in school it can help you just be more efficient with writing papers, making presentations, things like that. Another part of how computers help is they open up lines of communication. Now, Facebook was originally made to connect people, which it still does, but in a slightly different way than its original intention. It was a way to connect with people you haven't seen before, and maybe you don't have their landline phone number or their new cell phone number, but you can connect with them on Facebook. And the same thing's true now with texting or calling or instant messaging or Snapchat, whatever it may be. Skype, video calling, FaceTiming, all of that stuff is a great way to communicate with people. And not just people that are in your same area, but anyone that has that same app and service, you can communicate with. Simple. As long as you're online at the same time, you can talk, you can text, whatever it may be. The big part, though, of computer literacy, though, with the effective lines of communication is you have to know what's available and how to use those things. So all those apps that I just listed off are a small sample, but if you don't know what you're doing and you've never heard of them, then you can't use them. You can't use what you don't know. It's as simple as that, which includes the people on the other end. I know everyone likes to talk with their grandparents, but sometimes trying to talk them through how to set up a Skype call or a FaceTime is a little more frustrating than what you want it to be. Obviously, you want to talk to that person, but they just don't have that computer literacy to be able to do it on their own. And then trying to do it over the phone or something like that with someone that's not sure of what they're doing is also quite difficult. So the computer literacy helps with communication because it lets you know what apps are available and how to use them. The ability to communicate with so many people is one of the best reasons computer literacy needs to increase because, like I said, if the other people don't know how to do it, but you do, then you're going to be the one that's stuck trying to teach them how to do it all the time. And maybe they'll remember it, great. Maybe they won't. Then you're still just doing it. But if everyone increases their computer literacy, then there's less of that troubleshooting and on over the phone trying to set up Skype calls and FaceTimes. And you can just log in and get to talking about what you really want to talk about right away. So, in conclusion, I think computer literacy needs to increase because computers are everywhere, and if you don't know how to use them, you're basically going to get left behind. It can greatly benefit you over people that don't have good computer literacy in the workplace, help you be more productive and efficient in the classroom so you have more free time to do what you want to do outside of class, and it opens up international lines of communication where you can communicate with anyone in the world as long as their computer literacy is at least similar to what yours is. The more we know about computers and how to use them, the less scary and confusing all this new technology can be. Once we know about the new technologies, we can put them to use for our benefit. Like I said, being more efficient in the classroom and the workplace, freeing up free time for stuff we want to do outside of computers, outside of work, outside of the class. Thank you for listening.